Welcome on in, everybody. It is her first marathon debut. We have Sneevil here running Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the OG version. I am happy to be your host for this game and commentator as well, as I will be helping Sneevil provide commentary for you guys in this incredible and action-packed run. Take it away, Sneevil.
All right, hello everybody, my name is Sneevil. I am very loud if you can't tell. We're going to be running the original Resident Evil 3 today. We're going to be doing any percent, getting through the game as fast as possible. And we can begin the countdown. Timer starts after the second cutscene, so I'll just tell you when. Or the third cutscene. There's a couple cutscenes, and then there's one you can't skip. So you can just start timer right now. Sorry, I didn't really count down, but this run is a fun one. By fun, it's fun to watch, not as fun for the runner, because this run is extremely random. So basically every part, you're gonna hear us say, wow, that part changes every time, because it does. Every time you play the game, it's completely different. All the puzzles are different, all the enemies are in different places, and everything's just a joy. We actually got to push him, but he grabbed us anyway, that's fine.
So actually, for the start of the marathon, for some good luck, we have a £5 donation from, I believe it's Mercado. It says, hype donation. Let's go, Sneevil. Good luck and have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Let's get those £5 donos in to get some Snee hype in this chat.
Thanks so much for the donation.
September as Sneevil mentioned, this run is infamous for its RNG, and there is little to nothing that a player can do to manipulate the RNG in their favor. There's going to be a lot in this game, and this is I also run this game as well for the Nemesis % run, and I can promise you this is quite the spectacle. You never know what to expect in this game. The only thing that we will be using for the sake of marathon safety is the GLT, which is called the grenade launcher tool, which I will explain that here later on. But this is going to be the any % of Resident Evil 3, which means that we are going to be pretty much blowing past most of the game without having to fight Nemesis. There are only a few forced Nemesis encounters that we're going to have to face him with, but for the most part, we're going to be running here fairly quickly.
All right, we're coming up on the best section of the game. The section you see the most, it's called the basement. We actually triggered the door properly there. So we're going to get out of this room. Go back in, we're gonna reset the zombies. Now, hopefully they're in a desirable position, which they are usually not. We don't want them near the door. One of them is right in there, that's bad. Hopefully they don't turbo. So when I say turbo, there's a chance that zombies will just start to turbo quickly near you. So I think there's like a 10%, what's the chance, Chad, do you know?
I'm not sure the exact chance, but I do know that every single zombie in this game has an ability to go turbo at any point in time. The zombies can pretty much turn into Stretch Armstrong and just reach from downtown and grab you, and it's another element of RNG to consider. And also, the basement is the heaviest reset point in the game, so we get a pretty decent basement there, but it is possible to get Vomit stun locked, and there's actually a video of me getting Vomit stun locked, and you basically just cannot play the game. You gotta push F9 and go again.
And this run is very nerve-wracking because I don't know what's coming up ahead a lot of the time. That zombie looked like he turboed. My line wasn't that great, but...
Yep, that was a turbo zombie right there. Yeah, as you saw, that zombie decided he wanted a bit of Sneevil, and he went for it.
Yeah.
So it's actually faster to try to... Well, you're supposed to help Brad here. Unfortunately, we know what's going to happen to him here pretty quickly. So it's actually faster to just exit out there. Hi, Brad. Bye, Brad.
Yeah.
And pretty much forcing the cutscene a little bit further that Brad takes out the zombie himself. So... we have a little bit of walking until we meet our main protagonist, not antagonist, of the game. We'll be making a very flashy entrance here pretty soon.
All right, so we didn't get the fastest pattern here, where the gate falls right away. But we did get a decent pattern. We didn't get grabbed by the zombies. Sometimes the guys on the ground will grab you. Then all the dudes standing up will grab you. Then everyone will grab you, and then you will die. So you don't want that to happen. Luckily, we did not get grabbed. Right now, we're gonna meet Nemesis for the first time too.
Yep, that barricade can break easy, but hey, that's we got a decent pattern there. But Nemesis is here. We're gonna choose the best option here for 80%, and we are gonna run from this guy and get out of here.
Try to punch me. I don't like that.
Exactly. We have a
hopefully no zombie
donation
here. Oh
from
no.
Solid Eye 87. Nice. It says, "Hi Sneevil, good luck."
Oh, Solid Eye, thank you so much for the dono.
So there's going to be 4 possible combinations here. And, oh, first try. Very good.
So 4 different combinations. We got the best one. And we got, luckily with that zombie, she did not turbo forwards.
It's going to be a 0-1-3-1. She got it first try. Easy peasy. Let's get some hype in chat. That normally would never happen in the marathon. That's very good.
And we'll get Aqua Cure. It's okay.
As I mentioned here before, there's only one thing that we're going to be manipulating here in this game, and this is a very crucial point of the game. We are going to be using a tool called Grenade Launcher Tool, because we need to ensure that we need to get the grenade launcher. Now, this looks like the Magnum, but I promise you it is in fact a grenade launcher. The graphics in the game don't change, but the actual item does inside of your inventory. So the Magnum is a subpar weapon, which is not very good at all. So the grenade launcher is optimal in its firing and DPS. So getting a Magnum in the run is just, it is not good. So that's the only thing that we manipulate, and from everything else here on, it's going to be absolute RNG.
Oh, Nemesis
here, getting close.
But that's all right. I grabbed. I have an herb as well as a fast.
So we want to keep ourselves at least in fine. Nemesis has, once you get into lower bits of health, Nemesis can really just wreck you pretty easy. So keeping your health up is important. Especially for other enemies in the game, such as hunters, which we'll be encountering later, or hopefully we don't encounter them for the RNG patterns.
Yep.
But they are very dangerous. Those are the run killers right there. So our first drain demos makes an appearance to the wall there. Remember that, because we'll be coming back to that one later.
There is quite a lot of backtracking through this game, but it's kind of nice. Sometimes you just get used to the lines a little bit better.
It's enjoyable backtracking. It's not the worst thing in the world, yeah.
No. However, it's not always the same going through the hallways when you go back. It is not the same.
Exactly.
Do you want to talk about door skip a bit? Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Chad.
Oh, it's all good. So we actually are running on the PC version. Oh, unlucky stop lock there. The PC version of this game is we are able to skip past the loading doors for the screen as long as you're smashing your interact key. So you're able to basically bypass a lot of time in this game because you don't have to worry about loading screens. So we're pretty much just blowing past all this stuff. Normally, in a casual playthrough, you're gonna have to watch at least like a 5 to 7 second, door opening section to kind of keep anticipation and fear up. But that's too slow. We want to go fast here. All right, so coming up to our second Nemesis encounter, we will be running into this guy quite a bit during this game here. The main protagonist of the game, his name is in the title. We are going to duck down because we do not want to fight him here.
Nope, we always run away. First option is what we always pick at all of these encounters, except at the last one. And what I actually wanted to say, we could have a little mini donation incentive. If we reach $2,200, or 2,200 pounds, excuse me, I will give them stars. I don't care if I will PB or not, we're gonna give them stars. If you reach 2,200 pounds. So let me know, Chad.
So that donation goal, if you don't know what that is, it's probably the best cutscene in Resident Evil history. So you definitely want to see it. So 2,200 pounds, Sneevil will give Nemesis stars. The very end of the game. All right, and it looks like we're heading over here to the press room. 11 pushes of this invisible, for some reason, translucent step stool here. I don't know why it's translucent, but it is. It's invisible, or, mostly see-through. And 11 pushes here will set us up right for the right section of the switch here, of which we're going to rush upstairs and hope that the zombies up there do not go turbo, because they can, and they will.
Oh, yeah. And we want it to be at the rightmost point of that shelf. As you saw, Jill stopped when she hit the wall, and it just stops you from pushing it more than necessary. You don't have to do the full push. It saves just like a little bit of time. And I hate this room up here. There's gonna be a zombie. You don't want him to turbo. This dude. Do not turbo.
Yeah. I call that guy Big Chungus. Let's see if he cooperates here.
Oh, nice.
He did cooperate.
Very
Thank you,
close.
Big Chungus. Very kind of you. All right, we have a 13 pound and 31 pence donation from Vincent that says, "First marathon hype." Thank you, Vincent, for that donation. Going towards a great cause. Let's keep this Sneevil donation train hype going. We can make it happen. We can give him stars at the end of this run with your help, chat. We can do it.
I have to say, this is the most intense run. The other game I run is Resident Evil 2 Remake. It's kind of like holding W and then learning specific tricks, but a lot of it's just holding W running through the game. This game, you have to be running constantly, avoiding the zombies, and the thing that makes it the hardest is probably skipping the doors, which you just have to constantly be on aware of what you're doing. You never really get to take a break watching a door open, because you're skipping them.
Alright, coming over here, we're going to be reuniting with Carlos and our new team of military personnel. Most of them aren't going to matter at all, but that's okay. We're heading over here into the train.
And we actually got dogs there as well.
Dogs are good, yeah. There's two variations you can get in that room or that area. You can get zombies or dogs. Dogs are technically faster and mostly free, but they can get a little nibble here and there. But zombies, it takes a little bit extra time to aim your weapon to shoot the exploding barrels, and we just want to go fast. We don't want to worry about that. All right, walking past the dogs here. Let's see if Sneevil gets bit here.
They're a little bit tricky.
Happen? She did not actually.
Nope, I usually get bit. Let's be honest.
Very good, actually.
They usually actually gang up on me when I'm trying to get off of the block, but luckily they were not there.
And
oh, I tried to slither through that zombie, but unfortunately he grabbed me. That's okay.
We had that over here. That's a pretty clean lines there heading out the door. Now we're gonna be dealing with
best part.
So this is gonna be a mandatory bite room. However, you can push them down here.
Unfortunately, one guy's still standing.
Yeah, it is possible to do only a 1-bite pass, but at the same time, well, let's see what happens here. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's expected to get at least 2 or 3 bites coming out of this room. There's the fabled only 1 bite if you are able to knock the zombies over. So it's 2 bite. That's perfectly fine. We can shrug it off. Jill's a tank. She can take it. Carlos running past. With his beautiful hair.
Make sure not to go in the wrong door here.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna head over here and replace the puzzle piece with another one. And we're gonna have to actually head back the other way to get the battery. And you thought spooky mansions in Raccoon City were weird for their puzzle piece locations. Raccoon City itself is just as bad. So we have weird key items and just like the weirdest Easter egg hunt ever. So Jill has to head back to the main statue in the city park, replace it, grab the battery, then of course head back towards the train. The whole goal here is to get the train moving so we can escape and get out of town.
Yep, and pretty much this game's just one big. All Resident Evil games are kind of like a big fetch quest, where you get one item, you replace it with another. Whoops. It reminds me of those item swaps from Legend of Zelda. Those optional missions. And let's see what happens here. They're all scattering around. This guy should be easy to get by. That's actually a really good pattern. The thing with this statue, too, the zombies are different every time. You're gonna hear us say that a lot, but they're different every time. You don't know which way they're gonna move. Oh, whoops. That was an accident. I was holding the action button. Don't do that when going near a door. And actually, just a fun fact, you don't actually need to mash the action button to go through doors. If you're holding the button, it'll activate the door.
Exactly. And actually, it saves quite a bit of time over the course of the run if you just hold the button, because waiting until you're in the spot that you think with your eye is the right spot is not the best, because actually the hitbox of the door, whatever you want to call it, is a little bit further out than you think. So you can save quite a bit of time.
All right, good pattern here. There's a couple different patterns that can happen there.
Yeah, and that's the best one that you can ask for there. Also, we have a 10-pound donation from Clesis that says, give him stars. Looks like we're 90 pounds out.
Oh, wow.
Looks like people want to give Nemesis stars. That's great. And it's going towards a good cause.
Thanks, chat. And thank you for the donations. You guys are awesome. And seriously, all the support in chat, you guys cheering me on. This is my first marathon run. I'm a little bit nervous, especially with such an intense game. But going well so far. And I hope we will get Saf Sprint or something. Keep the good luck with the puzzles going.
Yeah, we're gonna need to have a pretty good pattern on the input from the hospital here. But so this is another Nemesis fight here. We're gonna just walk right past him.
Bye bye.
We're gonna get out of here and bye bye. We're gonna leave Nemesis on red, or he's out of here. Ain't nothing about it. So now we are heading back towards the other part of town because we are going to be heading to the pharmacy where we need to grab a few supplies that are going to help us get the train going. And we will be meeting a new enemy here pretty quickly.
And we actually got the, so that's optional if Nemesis chases you there or not. And we actually got the good encounter where he does not chase us. Whoops.
So we have a £5 donation from Muzo. Keep them coming in, guys. But he says the hype is going on. The awesome streamer is having her first marathon. But still, Sneeve, you know I have to say that. You know what's coming. Muzo is the real Batman, not Sneevil.
Sorry, chat. No, he's not the real Batman. I'm the real Batman. And that's that, Muzo. I was gonna wear my Batman mask during this, but it would impair my vision slightly. So I couldn't do that. Anyway, it's just something about my channel that I am Batman. Oh dear. We got a bad pattern there. You want them both to crawl onto the wall so they're not on the floor, but unfortunately one stayed down there. Just ruined my day. That's okay,
those drain demos, sometimes it's probably faster to just go ahead and shoot the explosive barrel for that one.
Oh dear.
Just because it's going to be, you can clear the area. Now, if you're like on a really good pace, obviously you're going to run past and even though it's time, but that section there is fairly, it's fairly tricky.
All right,
so we
guys.
use the fire.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say, let's start spamming Safsprin. We got to start it now. Start it early.
All right. What's it going to be, chat? Safsprin, Adravil, or Aqua Cure? Typically, Safsprin is the most common choice here. But if we get the Aqua Cure, that is the absolute worst. But let's see what happens here. All right, first try. Let's go, Sneevil. Safsprin, if she gets this, I need to see chat pop up with hype here. This is really important.
Oh, Safsprim.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the one puzzle I suck at.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie.
That's okay. Let's get the Adravil.
That didn't happen. Don't worry. Sorry if I killed your ears. Of course, the escape is right by the A.
That's okay. We'll try the Adravil next. So.
And I have a very touchy keyboard.
All right.
If I accidentally press anything, it just not good. I need to spam this for 3 hours. I think that's what good runners do. They just do this for 3 hours, and then you're good. You're good to go.
We'll just say first try. How does that sound? We'll say first try.
We did not get Aqua Cure,
At least it wasn't the Aqua Cure.
Yeah,
that's the worst one. That's the worst one that we don't want here.
I like having a very touchy keyboard for fast inputs, but if you're trying to do puzzles and stuff, I find it a little harder unless you really know what you're doing, which obviously I don't. All right,
this room here.
2 grabs, no, 3 grabs.
We take some mandatory bites here just to get out of the room. There's no way around that. And so now what we want to do here is we want to just time this just for unlucky. There's a way to get around all 3 of these zombies without getting touched, but
yeah, I think if you wait a little bit longer, but
exactly. But okay, that was a good room there. And now we are heading back. We have all of the items that will be needed for the train here to get it going.
And I cannot forget the crank, which I normally do sometimes. It kills my runs. There's a crank. You need to go into the save room, which I accidentally went into, to grab the crank. But you go through that hallway so many times that sometimes it's easy to forget.
So we have an £85 donation from the Blue Lion 209 that says, "What's going on this side?" And it looks like our milestone has been met pretty early on. Looks like we're going to be giving Nemesis stars at the very end of the run. The arguably the best line in Resident Evil history. Thank you for that donation. We are now at £2,200. And to put it into better perspective, it's £2,200 and $2,870 US. Thank you, chat, for your generous donations.
You guys are awesome.
All right, we're giving that stars later. Let's keep it going. Okay, so now we're going to be heading back.
Oh dear.
So we're gonna be heading back this way. Like I said before, we're pretty much some of the enemies actually despawn in these areas over here, which is great. And so we can kind of just whiz past mostly everything. But we're gonna grab one last thing over here, which I think Sneevil did get.
Yep.
Which is gonna be the crank. That's okay. We still have to do the gas station.
Can't carry any extra health here, which is kind of scary.
That is okay. I'm gonna grab the crank here, which is gonna help us get into the gas station here coming up pretty soon. The gas station is where we're gonna do a quick puzzle, grab an item, and then head out the door as soon as we can.
So there's a fancy dodge you could do here where you go in, and I was not quick enough. You make him lunge, and then you go by him before he has time to lunge once again. But unfortunately, I didn't get that. And we're going into the gas station. I'm gonna let you know the strat I use for this is the force strat. You're gonna be able to tell why.
So there's a gas station puzzle here. It can be pretty tricky, but there is a brute force option, which will guarantee the results every single time. So Sneevil will be taking the brute force option. It is a little bit slower, but it's consistent every single time. Otherwise, you know, it's for marathon safety here. This is something you would rather do to get the optimal choice instead of you know, fumbling around on the keys here to get your puzzle solution.
So what I'm doing is doing A, B, C, C, B, D, or C, B, A, going forwards and backwards. And if I do it for long enough and it doesn't work, I just reset the puzzle. There we go.
There we go. Excellent. And just like that, we grab our last key item to get out of here, and we are out the door.
Yep.
So, team plays something explosion. Michael Bay is directing this, and we're out. We're out of here.
Stars.
Surprise!
Looks like Nemesis is here,
friend.
and once again, we leave him on read, and we're out of here.
He's mad I was late for lunch one time. Got really sad. I stood him up. It wasn't late, kid. I didn't show up. He's very angry at me. That's the whole premise of the whole game.
So we have a 10-pound donation from October Tide. It says, "Let's go Sneak." Looks like we have this donation train still going here. We got a lot of awesome donations coming in here. Let's keep them going. All right, this is gonna be the Grave Digger, kind of a avoidable fight here. Later on, we will be forced to fight him, but just not yet. He will be making an appearance later on in the game, but this is a pretty easy section here. All we have to do is flip 2 switches and, actually 3 switches and get up the ladder there, and we are heading out the door. And now we're gonna head over here to the train. We're gonna put all of the key items in to the engine here, and we're gonna be taking off. But it looks like our main character actually says, "Hey guys, wait a second, where are y'all going? You can't leave me behind." And we say, "Yes, we can."
Mikhail! Mikhail? Will he survive? It's not looking so good.
Plot twist? No, he doesn't, but that's okay.
No. He's like, Jill, and then I just leave before I even can finish the sentence. I'm so rude. I'm sorry.
F's in chat for Mikhail.
No, the brakes are out.
F's in chat, yep.
All right, so we have the easiest and most obvious option here is to bail on Carlos, because why not? So we're just going to keep ourselves out this window with little to no regard of how fast we're going. Yeah, and somehow we survive.
All right, now the question is, Chad, early
powders
or late powders? Yes.
All right, so the okay, that's going to be a late powders. I will explain the powder system here. Powders are going to be needed for the Clock Tower Nemesis fight. We need to have a certain combination to create the grenade rounds that are going to be used to take down Nemesis. The one of the mandatory fights with the Nemesis that's coming up here pretty soon. So early powders can spawn, which is good because that's what you want to create the powders early. Because the late powders are in a very inconvenient location, which kind of makes you go out of the way just a tiny bit, and it is a time loss. But that's the RNG element of the run. You never know what you're going to get. Also, because we didn't fully explain this earlier, so there was no need to, but now it's relevant. Keep your eye on the freeze rounds. The freeze rounds they absolutely just decimate Nemesis. If Nemesis was a was a rock type, ice type abilities from Pokemon would just decimate him. So keeping track of all of your powders is very important in order to be, in order to get the optimal amount of ammunition that you need for the upcoming fight. Okay, looks like we're heading out the door here.
Wait, I made flame rounds. Is that... I get confused sometimes with the routes.
You should be okay.
That's fine.
It's fine, yeah. Okay, heading over here. We're heading up to the top portion of the clock tower.
And we didn't get a roar, luckily.
Yeah.
So there's a chance
really
Nemesis will roar once you're starting to go up the stairs. It wastes about 2-3 seconds. Luckily, we didn't get that. And now we have the infamous music puzzle coming up.
So it's possible to have from everything from 1 change to 4 change or 5.
Yeah. Because the answer is always the same. It looks like
going to be a 4 change. Yeah, that's about average. It's going to happen.
Whatever.
Yeah. So this music box here, we get into the puzzle. The puzzle solution is up, down, up, down, up. And so we're going to have to menu here a bit to get this in the proper location. There we go. And there you have it.
Perfect. And then I do a dance.
I'm not gonna lie, I love this little jingle here. It's a cat jam. It is cat jam.
Can't not dance. Chad, I knew you were dancing in the background. I heard it.
I was.
Heard the movement.
I was dancing. Doing a little jig there. Okay, heading out the door over here, and Nemesis once again is gonna pop up. He's gonna say hi, and we're gonna say bye pretty quickly.
We actually somehow blind him with light and he falls off.
He's pushed off the platform there. Now, fun fact, if you shock him there, you actually can get a first aid pack of like 3 first aid sprays. It's pretty useful on the other categories, which is like Nemesis %, which you face all encounters in Nemesis where you have to fight him. But for this one here, it's faster for the end % to just really just yeet him off the building and just give him a hearty goodbye.
All right, what time is it? That looked like 5? 5 o'clock. Amber.
Indeed, 5 o'clock, yep.
So we're gonna have Amber, Obsidian, Crystal.
So this puzzle, I believe, has like 6+ combinations here. You have to be, there are tons of combinations of which item needs to go in which slot here. And so I mean, as a runner of this game, having a cheat sheet on the side is imperative if you don't remember all the combinations, because it can get pretty crazy in terms of how extensive the puzzle solutions end up adding up.
Yeah, it's not like you're just learning, you learn the puzzle and you're done.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
you don't just learn it once, you gotta learn it 6 times.
Yep, it is true.
And we're coming up on not that hard of a boss fight. The hardest part about this fight, so we will be fighting Nemesis for the first time. The first time we actually have to fight him. And we're gonna be doing something called quick shooting. So I'm gonna be holding down the shoot button while spamming the aim button. And that's gonna allow me to shoot faster than normal. However, it is hard to quick shoot. You can actually be slower if you don't do it properly. So we're just gonna hope this goes well. And I do have a safety save just in case anything goes wrong.
This fight typically is, it's pretty doable, pretty safe for the most part, but anything can go wrong here. So Sneevil's gonna wait for a right time to quick shoot here. Load right into Nemesis here. He's gonna fire a couple of rockets. They do not tickle, they hurt, they hit like trucks. So Nemesis is down, and then we're gonna kind of just pump as many flame rounds as we can into him. And he is going to be trying to aim.
Oh dear.
Ooh, that's a...
Wait, what happened?
I'm sorry,
Jill.
Jill.
Okay, I thought he didn't die.
Okay, that was close. That was close.
That's terrifying.
Very close. So we're gonna swap over to Carlos here, and it really doesn't. It doesn't matter.
I had 20 health left.
Yeah, one more shot or hit,
200.
it would have been GG at that point. But and that's why this run is risky right there. It's nuts. But basically, we're swapping over to Carlos. Whenever we come back to Jill, she'll be in full health, so it doesn't really matter what condition she's going to be in here, because we're taking over Carlos here. And Carlos has a very, very infamous section of this run,
Yep.
and I'm wondering if she's going to do it or not. Are we doing the YOLO?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm thinking to grab 2 fast's. I might grab this one with
Probably
Carlos.
for the best, yes.
Yep.
So Carlos is going to be heading to the hospital to find Jill a cure for the infection that she received from Nemesis. She currently is infected with the T-virus. And so we need to find a cure that is conveniently located in Raccoon City itself. So the Carlos section has an infamous thing called YOLO Carlos, which I will be explaining once we get there. It is the ultimate time save, and it is the ultimate flex on anyone who dare try to challenge your run. It is pure YOLO, but it's high risk and high reward, but we'll talk more about it when we get there in a second.
And the Carlos part I find is it can be either very easy or very hard. And then this version, actually, normally this zombie right here, his head will be cut off, but in this version, his head isn't, because it's censored. It's the Taiwanese version, if you're wondering.
Oh, that was close. Yep.
So I'm actually grabbing 2 first aid sprays, because that's how bad this area can go.
Very, very safe. Very safe here. So the hunters, as I was mentioning earlier, you don't want to be caught around a hunter and anything below fine. They can one-shot you if they so desire. And hunters, we want to hope the game blesses us with good RNG and we don't have to deal with them ever at any point in this run. But as you know, the game does what it wants, and we're going to have to see.
All right, we got bad RNG right away.
So we actually want the zombies to be in the bottom section of the hospital up here. This is suboptimal. That's okay. We're gonna
this is why I grabbed 2 fat. No, don't dodge him. Oh dear. I'm honestly gonna not heal yet. I'm gonna take a little bit more damage from the zombies if I can. We won't lose too much time. I'm not gonna run in caution for long.
All right, we're coming up to the. So are we gonna yell at Carlos here? Are we gonna see it? Okay. I will explain the YOLO Carlos section coming up here.
Oh, whoops! Nope. Oh dear. Oh, I didn't YOLO.
Oh, that's okay.
It's just habit going in that room. Okay, I know where it is. I'm a liar.
It's muscle memory, yeah. Normally,
so if you YOLO, that wouldn't have been a good YOLO anyway. Okay, now I'm gonna heal.
So what you would do for YOLO Carlos in this room is you would actually, you're able to see which direction the object's supposed to go in there. If it's facing upwards like that, it's going to be going downwards and vice versa. And so this one's going to be heading over here to, I believe this is the 104, right?
I think it's not. Okay. I think it's 325.
That's 325. That's right. That's 325. All right, that's 325. That's the first half of the serum that Jill needs. We're going to be grabbing that, and then we are going to be heading back down to the lower part of the basement to get some extra resources for that cure, and we'll be.
These zombies are just. Oh no, they're going to be too close to the door. Nope, we're good. So if they're too close to the door, it won't shut the door for the elevator. You'll just be stuck there. And then you'll have to pull out your machine gun and get rid of them.
All right,
Same with the hunters if they're too near the elevator.
They are very, very dangerous here. So this whole section on the return, it's gonna be a pretty rough time, but we'll see what happens here if we have a good placement in place.
Hardest puzzle in the game here. It's the only one that's the same every time, pretty much. I think there's one other one.
Yeah, for a game full of RNG, this is the only one that's actually fixed, which is a nice breather. Because everything else you're guessing, checking your notes for it, but this one right here, yeah, you know every time what it's going to be. All right, and we have our 2 components here for the T-virus cure. We're heading out the door, and the hunters are going to say hi. This room is pretty easy. You can just dodge past them.
And bye.
But this room,
just go behind him. Usually, unless he doesn't want you to.
You must take this time. This room here, this is dangerous.
Oh, don't dodge, don't dodge. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh.
Okay.
I would machine gun. I would machine gun. Yeah.
Oh, he's up here. Having fun?
Okay. That was incredibly dangerous. Okay, I make sure you heal yourself before.
Oh yeah, don't worry, Chad.
All right.
So what
this
happened
next
there?
section is,
He went to dodge the dude instead of aiming where I wanted him to. Whoops. There's also hunters in here. We'll be good though. We have high health. The Carlos section is done right now. That's why I brought so much health, because it can be devastating. This whole run is just, you really don't want zombies in the basement. The hunters there were fine, but they just didn't cooperate very well.
But this whole run is Monka. And also, before we get to this next segment here, we have a 20 donation from Playmates. It says, let's get that goal hype. Thank you for your donations. All right, Brain Demos here. We're just going to walk, or sorry, Brain Sucker. We're just going to walk right past them. Yeah.
That was risky because there was two ganged up in the corner. And we're actually, peekaboo. Hello.
And Nemesis is like, the angry boyfriend coming back. And we're like, nah, I'm okay. He's angry X, seeing the current boyfriend here, and he wants revenge. But unfortunately, Nemesis can't open doors or select doors, so he just kind of forgets that you're going here, and he just backs off.
And voila, we are back as Jill. We're gonna actually, whoopsies, we do not want to save here.
Yeah, it's really important.
With the knife.
Yep. Missing out key items here, because once you are essentially revived, you want to make sure you have the right items heading out the door, because you'll need a few of them for the next section we're going into. So Nemesis is going to chase us here in this room here.
We got late powders. So I'm going to be grabbing the grenade launcher ammo up ahead. So if I got early powders, I would have picked up the mine rounds.
So we want to stack up, most of our ammo is going to be used for the Gravedigger second fight, as well as the final fight with the Nemesis. So during the course of this run here, we need to be able to stockpile as much as we possibly can for the upcoming fights. But there is one scripted fight with Nemesis later, which we won't need any ammunition for, but we do need to still stockpile to get the 1 cycles on the fights that we are going to be facing here. So in the part we have hunters, that's very bad. But that's okay. What do we have in bridge here? We have zombies.
Here, also very bad.
Also very bad.
You actually do want hunters here. That's all right.
Hunters here is optimal, but that's okay.
You don't want hunters here.
Yeah, dogs.
Ah, yes.
Okay, good. Yes, that's good RNG. Dogs here is
That's why I made a save before park. I'm like, if there's hunters and I get stun locked, the run is automatically dead. So that's just the way RE3 goes. You might be getting the best run of your life, and then you're suddenly dead, and you don't know why. But you are.
Exactly.
Oh, I got stuck, unfortunately, on the zombie's torso there. I'm gonna go around him, and we're good.
All right, and we're heading back to the park over here. These hunters aren't that bad. I mean, you can run past them pretty freely for the most part, so it's not a big. But coming up in this next section over here, we are going to be fighting another boss fight. Remember the worm, Mr. Worm that we met in the beginning of the game. He's going to be making a second appearance. Also, this puzzle is fixed every time.
Whoops.
Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, if you miss this one, you get this very lengthy cutscene that plays.
And then you have to... Okay, good. It goes back into place. There we go. I just did the first one wrong. Yeah. It's good though, because sometimes it'll get stuck in a different pattern, and then you don't know how to get it back to the way it was, and then you're stuck there for 5 minutes, and then obviously it runs dead, so it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah, it is not fun. Okay.
The worm! Are you excited for the worm?
Chat should just do the worm.
Now, I've only one-cycled the worm, I'd say only twice. So it's not a likelihood, but it is a possibility.
One cycling the worm is it's a huge time save, and it's very rare to get it, but if you get it, good lord, you're going to be way ahead of schedule.
I'm going to put that there for now.
So we're actually going to be creating some acid rounds because the worm is weak against acid here, and we're going to be using this to our advantage to just go pew-pew skadoosh on this worm.
Pew-pew skadoosh. Nice, Chad.
Pew-pew skadoosh. The most effective form of damage.
Sorry, that's exactly what we're doing. Are you ready to pew pew skadoosh this boss, guys?
Pew pew.
Let's go.
Skadoosh.
I'm ready to pew pew.
I was commentating
that was fun.
Sweetest run earlier, and we were like, what noises does the rocket launcher make? Skadoosh, skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
So now it's canon.
It's canon, yep.
Okay, so we checked the hole there. It brings us back. Nikolai is here. He's high, and he's out of here. And so now we're gonna walk over here towards the worm, and we are gonna get a 1 cycle, right?
No.
Nope, unfortunately. That's okay. It's tricky. You need to land every single quick shot on this worm here, and he's gonna burrow. Shooting him in the burrow stage, it does little to no damage.
Only if you do it at one exact time. But I didn't want to risk it.
So we need to force out his attacks here, which will push him back into his above ground. Yeah, his above ground phase. So when he pops up here, we just gotta go ahead and just finish out the rest of the rounds.
Shoot, please. Okay.
Also, fun fact: one of the top runners of this game, Orchalon, actually discovered that there is a very, very rare animation where the worm just eats Jill. The worm just straight eats Jill, and it's very, very rare to get that, but it is entirely possible.
So we have spiders. You do not want to get poisoned. I don't even know what I would do if I got poisoned. I've never got poisoned here, but it's a possibility because there's spiders, and I'm glad it didn't happen.
Yeah, getting poisoned here is definitely not a good thing because the next blue herb isn't around for a bit here. So we're gonna head back from the bridge. Hunters are gone. Zombies are currently here. No big deal. We just run right past them.
Yep. And I actually lured one of the zombies towards the stairs. So zombies will only puke on you if you're on a different plane than them or a y-axis. So by me being a bit lower than him, he tries to puke and it's easier to evade his attack. And the dogs are easy to get. Oh, unless you want to block my way.
Mostly free, unless. Okay, yeah.
It's fine. Look at them leaping at me. I love it. They're always frozen in midair as I'm doing the door.
We are heading to the last section of
the last section.
Arguably the riskiest fight in this entire game is going to be coming up here, which will give some folks time to action one. Click, just yeet him off this bridge and run inside the factory over here.
Carlos. I am going to grab this as well. I'm running a little bit low.
Yeah, grab all the safety stuff you can get here. Absolutely.
About one more bite, I'll be into caution. Technically 2. But better safe than sorry. Especially if Acid Nemesis does not go well. But I hope it will. That's where I probably had the most practice is Acid Nemesis. Surprisingly, because he used to kill all of my runs. I'm like, no more. Not at the end. I'm not dying. And I'd say
Acid Nemesis,
it's a good boss to get down and not be nervous for. I'm more nervous for the last boss, which is easier than Acid Nemesis, to be honest.
Yeah, the final boss can meme on you pretty hard, but typically he's pretty good RNG. So we'll see what happens over here. So into the room over here, we're gonna grab the MO disc and we're gonna head back out the door because it resets this room. There's zombies down the hall there, so we want to have them in a place that we know where we can see them, and they're there. Okay, this is very dangerous in this next room over here. The enemy spawns are incredibly random in these next 2 rooms, so we need to be careful what we get. Hunters, that's not good. Okay, so
we don't want hunters here.
Yeah, we don't want hunters at all, actually.
Yes.
Okay, that's
fine.
okay. Yeah, hunters in this room here. This is where runs go to die. Hunters can stun lock you in the corner, and they'll get you just low enough that they can one-shot you and kill you, and your run dies. And I've seen many runs go here to die. It's not good.
So the infamous water puzzle, which here we go. The answers are right in front of me. It's excellent.
This is a high empty. There's about 4 different combinations for this puzzle here.
This is a good one.
Yeah, this is a pretty good one. Yeah, as a kid when I played this game, this puzzle just this was my barrier that I just couldn't get past, and I didn't have internet access at the time, so I was fumbling through this for a good while to figure out what the actual puzzle was. I'm pretty sure most of us, the kids, had problems with that one. Yeah. At least on the casual playthrough. That's like one of the hardest puzzles, I think, in the RE universe. Okay, we're gonna head back to this free hallway over here. Worms, they can't really hurt you too much. Just run past them, no big deal. Now,
the worst thing
hunters,
they can do is attach themselves to you, and then you're not able to go through doors or go up ledges.
Ooh.
That's fine.
Good dodge, very good dodge. And the hunters are done.
All right, guys, last boss fights. Are you ready? Because I'm not, or am I? I don't know. But I didn't get bit there, so that's good. But I hit the button, so best of both worlds, boys and girls.
So Nikolai here was shooting you, and now he died off screen.
I don't know if
Nikolai,
that'll hit.
He's actually dead.
Hitboxes are weird in this game. Just getting items places can be troublesome if you're like 1 pixel off. All right, best boss fight. Now I breathe and panic. This is the where you breathe and panic because you're freaking out. This is the worst boss if it goes wrong at all.
Yep. So we're gonna be giving Sneevil focus time here. She needs some audio cues.
Yep.
She needs some audio cues, but chat, that doesn't mean that you can't be loud. Let's get some hype. Let's go.
This is where your heart beats faster than you've ever felt it beat before. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Come on. Nice. Come on, one more. Come on, right here. Yes, let's go!
That is an absolute perfect acid nemesis. That is incredibly difficult to do. Chat, I need this hype right here. She got this.
Let's go. One more boss ahead
that
of us,
is
chat.
incredibly difficult to do. That is very good. Done perfectly by Sneevil the professional.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed.
Thanks for the hype, guys. You guys have been just motivating me this whole run, so I know I haven't been responding to you individually, but I appreciate everyone who's here. All right, this line sucks. That's all I can say. Oh dear.
We call it the wolf line. Sometimes it works.
Nice. We're gonna heal.
All right, so for those who don't know what's going on here, a nuclear launch has been detected per StarCraft voice.
No
Imagine
super
that.
gamer.
So a nuclear bomb is heading towards Raccoon City, and we need to get out of here as fast as we possibly can. And but there's one final roadblock we have to deal with here, and he is our gatekeeper to freedom. And we're gonna have to give him the laser cannon.
I hate this line. This guy's gonna get me now.
Yeah. Ask any top runner here. This Pyramid K, Orchlon, anybody. This section here, when you pass, it is. You could be on world record pace, and that zombie or something can just grab you and just ruin your day or your run. It's pretty bad.
Last boss. We gotta push these 3 power things in. So, because of course, in great Resident Evil fashion, we have to finish him off with a huge laser. Because it makes sense. That's what makes sense, guys. And if they make a Resident Evil movie or TV show, they better have a huge laser in the season finale that kills a huge monster, or else I will be disappointed. All right. Let's push it to the limit.
Over here. And yeah, this boss typically is pretty free for the most part, but again, this is a marathon. Anything can happen, so give Sneevil some concentration here, because Nemesis is getting the power up, and he's coming.
And of course, there's the only cutscenes you really have to watch are right before boss fights that you're super nervous for, you just want to get over with, but they make you wait. Very menacingly. We're gonna push this one. It can be kind of tricky to push these, get in the right spot. You want to do it as fast as possible, obviously. Want to be like Sonic.
So the mechanic for this fight here is that we need to push Nemesis to be below 200 HP, because if it's below 200 HP and he's hit by the rock or the laser, he will die instantaneously. So we have to pump a few rounds into him to get his health low here. But he also is in a very bad spot right now. He's actually blocking the way. So we need to wait a second here to position him over to get the one cycle here. Yeah, it's a very bad spot for him. There we go. 3 rounds. After these, he should be just about there. You can see here, he can meme pretty hard. Yeah, he can meme pretty hard here. This should be it here.
Yeah, I think I got him enough damage.
So we
need to get him under 220 HP, I believe, or 210. Right now he's at 130, so he should be fine.
Oh, he's dead, yeah. So at this point over here, we pretty much bait him in the wall. He's into the path of the laser, and if everything goes... And Nemesis, that's GG. That is GG.
Where's my cool glasses? Oh, I don't have them. It's okay.
Remember, Sneevil, give him stars.
All right. It's okay. Just mash, confirm. That's all I do.
First option,
give him stars.
Give him stars. You guys donated for it. We got it.
Are you guys ready? Best cutscene in any Resident Evil game, in my opinion, my very maybe biased opinion.
Let's get this copy pasta in chat. You want stars? I'll give you stars. Let's see that going.
Oh, do it, Jill. You got it.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
And it's done. Just like that. You want stars? I'll give you stars.
You never get to see this during a run unless you know you're already, it's not PB. But
look at chat.
You guys donate for it. We gotta do it.
Excellent. Very
and
good.
With that, Nemesis is dead and GG's. I'm surprised we did not die. I made sure we got enough health. This run is very risky for a marathon. That's why I wanted to just grab extra health, and Acid Nemi went well, so I'm really happy about that run.
It seems that the president
looks like we have a $10 £10 donation from Ricardo. It says, GG Sneevil, let's go hype. Thanks for the run. I'm sure Wesker or Punk would be proud of your run.
Wesker and Hunk would be proud. Yeah, we got Wesker right here, always looking over my shoulder. Yeah.
Based on that fact,
pretty much there's not too much left. It's just gonna roll credits. It's not a PB, so we don't need to show the end time. So we're good to go whenever. Unless you guys want to hear the end song. Where's my lighter? Oh, I'll just pretend I have one. Thanks for the claps, dudes. You guys were awesome. Thanks for being here, everyone in chat. Thanks for everyone who just put this event together. This has honestly turned out so amazing. I'm so happy. And all the money we've raised for charity just gonna go help so many animals. So that's gonna be awesome. You guys are all awesome. All right, Chad. So I'm pretty much ready to go whenever, unless everyone wants to listen to the song. Get some cat jams.
Actually, we'll get some cat jams, and I'll do a quick shout out here. So yeah, hi guys, thank you for coming to run. I provide commentary, and I'm hosting, and I am the lead organizer for this event. Sneevil is incredible. I am so glad this is her first marathon event that she's been able to do. It has been a pleasure doing commentary for your run. This was super awesome. So guys, get your lighters out. This is a power ballad, if anything.
Sorry. I just stopped it. Sorry guys, it's over. No more song. No, I'm kidding.
I love this wall of cat jams.
We did it together, guys. It wasn't just me. It was all of us, all the power together. We did it. All right. The song is always a sense of accomplishment, though. And I guess I'll take this time to shout out my channel. I stream at twitch.tv/Sneevil and I speedrun some Resident Evil games. And yeah, I think the next runner-up is, do we have Sarah with Sir Avium with Silent Hill Arcade?
So, you guys may not know this, but the Silent Hill Arcade game is a very rare gem that we are able to get a hold of. So, Sir Avium will be speedrunning, playing the game here on next. You guys donated for it. You got what you wanted. It's going to be awesome. Possibly the best voice acting in gaming history, in my opinion. So, that is going to be coming up here pretty soon. So, be sure to follow Sneevil on her channel. And that's awesome, Sneevil. Thank you for hanging out. Any other plugs you want to give out before we head on to the next run?
Pretty much. I just want to thank the whole Resident Evil community for just allowing me to be a part of it, because I just started speedrunning one day and then suddenly I got to meet so many speedrunners, so many great people, including you, Chad. I got to meet you through the community. So I'm just really thankful for everyone. I think it's a great community. Everyone's super positive, and thanks for being here, everybody.
All right. Well, with that being said, guys, we'll be right back in a few minutes with Sir Avium with Silent Hill the Arcades. Don't go anywhere. You're going to want to check this out. So sit tight. We'll be right back.